The first thing I do when I want to teach a child the F sound is I'll give them the cognitive model of a cat. And I'll say, can you think of a cat that's mad? And I'll emphasize putting the lower lip under the teeth. I'll put your teeth on your lip and below. A lot of times kids start off with, and they'll make what's called a bilabial F. That's with both their lips, which is fine. That's a great place to start because they're getting the concept. They're getting that it's a long sound by blowing the air. They're getting that it's a voiceless sound because they're not turning on their voice. Otherwise, it'd be a V sound. And so they're going or perfect. So we'll do the cat, angry cat. For some reason, and this is really interesting to me, kids seem to be obsessed with fish. And so often I'll get out the fish toy and I'll say, okay, let's get a fish. And every time we say fish, we get a fish. So we got fish. And we also will think of different things that the fish can do. I like using alliteration is really helpful and key. So you can say fish fast. And then you can move the fish fast, fish fast. Of course, when you're playing with your fish, you got to have your handy dandy fishing pole. And so you can do, you can say catch fish. And we catch a fish. And then sometimes I'll even hide a picture under the fish. So there will be pictures on the table. They'll catch a fish and then you'll flip the picture over. Or I can also put the fish kind of under the iPad and we'll have some pictures here. I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite F words. We've got feet. That's a great one kids like to say. For some reason, it just works well with the E sound. Fast, you've got the little bunny right here saying, or who's going fast. Farm is great, of course, because we're always doing farm animal play, and that seems to really inspire many children to make words and just want to open up and communicate and take turns. A classic is food, so you can go food. This is one of my favorite books. This whole line of books from Discovery Kids is really neat and fun, and this one is cool because it's got all these different fish and of course whales. And so sometimes I'll even say fish for a whale. I'll say big fish. And I'll teach a child as they get older that it's a whale. But for now, if we're really young, we're working on with a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old with their F sound, we're just going to try to get that concept. And so, it's really interesting. So we'll go quickly through the book. We can press the buttons and hear the sounds. I like that whale sound. And Nemo and Dory are always classics. So if you have a Nemo toy or Dory toy or those books, those are great. And you can, again, practice color words with fish. Blue fish, orange fish. And again, fish go. I love that. Fish are just really inspiring for children, and it's a great way to teach that F sound. Often I'll get ish is what I hear from a lot of kids. And so another way to practice that is you hold out that F sound for a while. And then pause. Ish. And then the child will imitate. And you might hear ish. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And I hope the tips work for you to help your child produce a clear F sound.